Look at her face. This is the picture you get when I first get ready to record this. Like, that woman that's her reaction to all this Joe Biden abortion crap that he's spewing out of his mouth. You know, the Phoenicians, you know, in Carthage, they had a little system with the priests and their little virgins and stuff, and they did things that the Romans just got horrified over, and they just annihilated their whole kingdom, whatever it was, empire. They sent armies at Rome, and it was, I think the awakening moment was when Hannibal, he slaughtered like 50,000 Romans in a couple hours with his mosh pit, where they encircle you from every direction and then squeeze it in, and all the guys in the middle can't do nothing. It's like being stampeded at a concert. The guys all trapped in the middle, ain't going anywhere.
Joe Biden was sworn into the Senate just 17 days before the Supreme Court issued its 1973 ruling on Roe v. Wade.
He's going to tell you what he believes in. It involves the church and his stupid little opinions. He says he believes that human being life begins at conception, which he claims is a church teaching. Really? Conception is a church teaching? That's more like science, you know. Any person involved in science can tell you that that's not a religious belief.
In an interview with the Washingtonian, back in 1974, he said, "I don't like the Supreme Court decision on abortion. I think it went too far. I don't think that a woman has the sole right to say what should happen to her body."
You know, these politicians, they just on both sides of the coin. It's like my mom. You know, they talk about that fire in Hawaii. Oh, Jesus did it. He got rid of everybody over there in Hawaii. They didn't believe in him or something, and they're all gone now. They lost everything. And then if she was living over there, oh, the devil did it to me. They're on both sides of the coin. Who did it? See, it's the issue of who did it. If something bad happens, it's who did it.
Here's a look at how his stance on abortion has evolved over the years.
Why do you think Roe v. Wade was a good decision?
Because I think it's as close to a consensus that can exist in a society as heterogeneous as ours. Life begins at conception. That's the church's judgment.
That's the church's judgment? The church decides when life begins? Get the fuck out of here.
Accepted in my personal life. But I refuse to impose it on equal.
Oh, we're going to refuse to impose all the church teachings on everybody. Really? I refuse to impose it? Isn't that what he's doing? Bring back the whole church? They're going to have you up stacking the firewood again like Joan of Arc, you know, with the short-haired girls. But Jesus could be a long-haired sweetie to all the gay people and wearing a dress, just like the church people do. That's being on both sides of the coin, isn't it?
Equally devout Christians and Muslims and Jews.
Oh, and now he's involving Muslims and Jews in the whole picture. Oh, they just like Catholics now. Just belong to one big wacky religion.
I just refuse to impose that on others, unlike my friend here, the congressman.
Oh, who's that, Paul Ryan? I'm not really good with politicians. Unlike my friend here. What? At least he kept his mouth shut while he talking all that bullshit.
I do not believe that that we have a right to tell other people that women they can't control their body.
Okay, so we're gonna go get pregnant by some priest, okay, and then they're gonna do all that stuff they did, the Phoenicians did to the Romans. Really? It'd be like the Aztec Empire, where there's no common sense with little children. They just have babies just to do those things to them. Really? That's what a little human baby now turned into? Just so some wacko person say, oh, we don't want it no more. can do that? Where do they go after that? They don't even get a chance to live any kind of life at all? That's what Joe believes? And now the whole world having babies against America? And you think your little country's gonna put up a fight? Russia was the only ally you had. You already burned the bridge on that one, huh? If there's any world coming at you, it's gonna happen because Russia fell down. They're gonna take you out as soon as Russia's gone. They're not gonna hesitate.
The best way to say it, if I get elected President of the United States and the Supreme Court overrules Roe v. Wade, I'm going to send legislation.
Oh, okay, so now he's more powerful than the courts. Where's the balance of power? Huh? You just, okay, we're just going to be one branch now? No more separation of powers, I'll be consolidated like the SSU over there in the Ukraine where they run everything from the CIA, except they call it the SSU. Really? And then have departments called the SBU. They go hunting around for everybody who ain't Jewish. Looking for Irish Germans. Because Zelensky's a Jew. And he don't want anybody in his country believing anything different.
And to the United States Congress to pass it and codify it.
So now he on both sides of the coin. He's gonna claim, oh, I'm Catholic. I believe that life begins at the conception, that everybody has the right to be born, and then go and do the complete opposite, like Jesus did, where in Mark 10:69 says, the Father says you have to go get married, and Jesus never got married. He's a sinner right off the bat when he didn't get married, and everybody goes, oh, Jesus was the most sinless life ever. Really, you're gonna tell me some book says that Jesus is a sinless life and he was God? You better, have something more than words. If you look to the shroud, I've already been there. His head's on backwards when you color it in.